Morning, geographers. Hope you're all okay. So another week passes by. Just a few kind of updates for you, really. Um, Work that I'm getting in is absolutely fine still, folks. The majority of you are keeping to deadlines, which is good. And I know this is hard. You know, what are we now? Week 9, week 8. And I know it's really hard to keep a structure and to keep to all these deadlines. But if you are struggling, it's okay. We're okay to have times when we think, oh, you know what, the last thing I want to do is that blooming geography showing and stuff. Just try and have a structure to your week, to your day, and have days when you work and days when you don't. But also have times in the day when you work and times when you don't. And try and have the times off as much as the times actually when you're working. We've had to do predicted grades for you because a lot of you I know want to start to apply to university, and we have, or I have, based those predicted grades on what geography work you've done. So hugely on pre-lockdown. They will be available on ProMonitor. I'm not quite sure when, but if you absolutely need to know them because you want to start to look at universities, then just email me and I'm quite happy to send you that predicted grade. If you are looking at universities and you do want some help and it's geography based, or even if it's not geography based, please get in touch. Might even be worth starting to think about your UCAS application, so your personal statement. If you have no idea what all that involves, just go onto the UCAS site and there'll be lots and lots of help on there. What I will do actually, I'll make a note of this, is next week I will send you some ideas on what you can use from your geography to write in your personal statement, because there's loads of skills in your geography that you have used. So teamwork in field work, your mathematical skills, your analytical skills when you do the 6-mark AO3 is that universities will want to hear about. They want students that can analyse data and look for patterns, even if you're not going to do geography. What else have I written down? Yeah, so this half term is really quite short. I'm trying to get through the work for the very last week of term. There's not a huge amount to do. So if you feel some weeks, oh my gosh, there's a little bit extra, yes, there probably is. So I apologise, but I think you'll agree that it'd be nice for all of us if in the last week of term, I'm not piling it on with 20 markers or whatever. Not the last week of term, but the week before, we're going to start to get you thinking about coursework. We're trying to go with kind of what is normally done in the geography course up to a point. So don't worry about that. That will be nice because you're going to be able to start to think about a part of the geography that you've enjoyed and that you would like to do coursework on. We will heavily support you, even if it is remotely on this. So please don't worry, it's going to be a good part. Right, what else do I need to tell you? Students of the week. I know that's why you all tune in. So live sessions this week, I asked the people that tuned in if they would give me some feedback via the chat. So what they felt the geography was doing well while on lockdown. So good things that were happening, but also maybe things that I could tweak. And people that tuned in were just really helpful, and I really appreciate that, and I've tweaked a few things from that. So they're going to be my students of the week. So I'll list them all. I hope I've got everybody. So Vivek, Ayesha, Jagjit, Martha, Stuti, Ria, Rion, Katie, Emily, and also Oliver. So thank you to those folks who were really constructive and gave me some really helpful feedback. So thank you. Part of that feedback, I suppose I ought to say, was a suggestion on later times for deadlines. So what I will do for the group that I normally see or used to see before lockdown 4 times a week, I will make one deadline around about, any time from 4 o'clock till 9 in the evening, but there'll be another deadline that will just be earlier in the day, so maybe 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock, just because that allows me then to mark that work quickly and get it back to you. So that's my thought process with that. So I've gone for kind of a halfway house really there. Also, a suggestion from me that the people on the live session seem to be quite keen about really is when I send back maybe answers to model essays. I know that I quite often do an audio link, but maybe just have a shared screen moment and kind of more of a video like this, but on Teams. So hopefully I will sort that out for next week, because one of my classes, you've got a test essay next week. And last thing, just something for you to have a little look at. I found a really good geography, I don't know what you'd call it, game, I suppose, really, called Geoguessr. It's spelled Geoguessr. And it's great because it puts a picture on the screen and then you have to guess where in the world it is. I've not got one exactly right yet, so you can see it's actually quite hard, but I tend to get kind of in the right part of the world. So if you just fancy having a look at something a bit more light-hearted, then have a little go at that. So that's all from me today. Apologies that this wasn't posted yesterday. I'm having a few issues with my phone and uploading stuff. But anyway, I'm hoping this will load and it will be on there on YouTube in a bit. Okay, take care, folks, and I will do this again next week. Bye for now.